Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Fusion here and welcome back to Phusion Reactor, where I play a game for around 30 minutes and then give you guys my thoughts and opinions on said game. So today's game is Elite Dangerous, a game I've had my eye on for quite a few months now and only just got around to buying it. If you don't know what Elite Dangerous is, it is a first-person space simulator MMO type game. It's still in development, much like Star Citizen. Now, I am going to be comparing it a lot to Star Citizen because that is also another game I'm excited for. But they're very much in the similar genre, in the sense that it's space exploration with other people. Now, the one reason why I bought this game was because I was looking through the FAQ earlier today and reading a few questions that people had about the game, and reading some of the developers' responses back towards that. And the question that stood out to me was, will I be able to get out of my ship and, walk around? Because I was genuinely curious, because I know Star Citizen allows that, and as far as I could tell, I'd never seen any footage in Elite Dangerous that allow you to actually do that yet. Now, the response was, yes, you'll be able to get out of your ship, you'll be able to do a spacewalk on your ship to repair it if need be, you can steal other people's ship, you can have first-person combat, and you can even go down into planetary atmosphere using re-entry, and you can actually land and walk around on a 1-to-1 scale planet with like cities and wildlife and everything. I think that will be so cool, and that was actually what made me buy the game. So let's jump into it. Now, I am very new at the game. I don't know how a lot of the things function. There's not really much of a tutorial. I guess there's videos you can watch online that have people giving you basic understandings of how certain things work. But I think I set myself at an alright position enough to show you guys this game. Now, like I said, this is a first impression, so I'm not exactly going to be experienced or anything. But before we jump in, we'll show you guys the option menu. The graphics, quite basic. You can change quite a few things. Now, this game does natively support Oculus Rift, which I think is so damn cool. I actually want to get my Oculus so I can play this with it. But no, you can change the preset quality and everything like that. I'm pretty sure that is custom. If you really wanted to do that, you can go down and change all these things as you wish, but I'm leaving everything on a basically high settings. Haven't really changed much of anything. You can have a bobblehead if you wanted to, a pilot gender. I can't change it, I think, because I've already created my character, but maybe if I was to die or something, maybe I can change that then. But yeah, you have field of view settings and everything like that. Whatever suits your fancy, you can change here, and even support maybe multiple monitors. I have only one monitor plugged in right now, but I can use the other ones, I guess, if I wish to. So let's cancel out of that, and you can have the audio options, which are pretty basic, as you would expect them to be. And then the controls. Now, there is a lot of controls, and the controls are probably a lot of where you're going to be spending a lot of your time, because I've rebound these controls to suit my playstyle. There was the mouse controls. If I was to move my mouse left and right, that would roll me, and that threw me off completely, because normally when I go left and right with mouse, it usually strafes me, because I fly helicopters in video games a lot. So I've redone my controls to suit my fly style. The combat does feel a little bit weird, the dogfighting. I'm not that good at it yet, but maybe over time I will be a little bit better. So there's a lot of controls here for everything. And you can use controller too. I was tempted to try actually using my controller, because if you go controls, and at the top here you have presets, and you can go control pad as well. I'm guessing control pad would be more so joysticks, if that's your style. Maybe you can get it to work with a 360 pad. I'm not entirely too sure, but that'd be kind of cool if you could. But yeah, it does support obviously Oculus and joysticks if you wanted to play like that, and language if you want to play with anything other than English. So let's go back to the main menu here. Now, you do have combat scenarios here. I played through a few of them just to get a basic understanding of how piloting goes, how it works. The dogfighting, the sniper and a face-off was hard as hell mission, because it pits someone with the exact same ship as you against you. It's an AI, but I just had a lot of time struggling around with that one. But everything else was alright. I haven't done any of the red ones yet, so you can have friends and private groups. Now, this is kind of cool, because this means that, and I'll show you guys that right now, if you go online, you can go open play, private group, or solo. Now, open play means you play on servers with everyone else, basically like MMO style. You might have a choice of what server you join, but I haven't done that because I don't really want to play online yet. I don't feel I'm that good at the game just yet. Private group allows you to play with your friends, the people who you've got in your group that I just showed you, which I think is pretty cool, so you can actually just play amongst your friends and not anyone else. And then you have solo, which is what I'll be showing you guys today, where I just play around. There's a few AI flying around, pretty basic stuff. You can clear your save and show your stats here. Now, so far I played for it, well, it says about an hour. So I've basically tried to figure out how the game works, and yes, I've died because I crashed into something without thinking, getting used to the flying. So let's go solo here. Now, you're probably looking at the ship, you're thinking, that ship looks a little weird, you know, nothing too flashy. A lot of the ships in the game don't look too flashy, but they said that there's a reason behind that, and they wanted the ships to be as realistic as possible. Instead of going with fancy looking ships, they've gone with ships that could actually function in outer space and in atmospheric flight. So they've gone with these more sleeked up designs that I think are kind of cool. They don't look all that great, but I mean, if it's functional, then I don't really have any problem with it. Okay, so welcome to in-game. Right now we're at the Chango or Chango dock. I'm going to call it Chango dock because it sounds better. But right now we're currently sitting inside a station. This is where I parked myself when I was heading off. I got myself a quest and everything, but I'll show you guys this interface here first. So right now if we look down here, we have starport services, return to surface, and launch. We'll be doing that last so I can leave, but I'll show you guys the services first. So this is basically your interface when you're inside a station. So you can buy fuel and munitions, you can check the bulletin board for any quests you want, commodities is if you want to get into trade marketing, contacts is anyone who's nearby, outfitting lets you buy weapons and stuff, or just basically put weapons on your ship that you've bought. I don't have anything other than what I currently have equipped, so it's pointless for me. Let me go back out of there. And repairs, if your ship actually needs repairs. Mine has 99% hull, so if I go repairs right now, if I go repair ship, that's going to cost me 21 credits to repair my ship. That's not a big deal, but it's only a 99 hull, so I'm not really going to worry about that. Currently we only have 987 credits as it is. The shipyard will allow you to buy other ships. This place has a few different ships here, quite expensive. The last one being the Lacton Type 9 Heavy for 3.5 million credits. That is expensive. We're not going to be buying any of the ships today. We're just going to stick with a little teeny Sidewinder. So that's basically your interface for when you're in the Chango dock, or in any dock really. So let's leave here. I'll show you how cool that actually is. But first things first, actually, if I hold down shift, that allows me to look around at the certain menus. So right now I have like these menus here, which is my status, modules, fire groups, cargo, which is currently my transportation thing that I'm holding. I'm delivering these for a certain person. And you have functions that control basically your landing gear, your cargo, your distress beacon if you ever were in danger, your ship lights, whether you want to be stealthy or not. It's a whole bunch of options here that I think is really, really cool. And then on the other side here, you have your navigation. So you have missions, which is the cargo run I'm doing right now, the contacts, which is everyone nearby, and navigation, which is all the locations that you have access to that within range of you being able to fly to. So go to the map here, the galaxy map. You'll see just how big the galaxy currently is right now in the game. So right now we're at Bootis. I'm going to call it Booties because it sounds better to me. And if I look around the map, you'll see there's quite a few different places you can jump to. Now, these places here are connected via blue line. They're quite easy for me to jump to. The others are a little bit further away. That involve me having to activate my hyperdrive engine. Now, let me zoom out here just so I can show you guys just more of the places you can go to. Now, this is in one cluster. This is in one Federation cluster. You have Alliance and Old Worlds. You have all these different places. Polaris, Pleiades, and I can zoom all the way out, and we have access to a whole galaxy. At least we will in a future point. Another thing I want to point out that looks really, really cool. If I zoom, oh, look at all those names. If I zoom in right now, if I go over to my view thing, right now it's viewing realistic. If I go map view, oh my god. This is the trade routes of different alliances or allegiances. So you have like the Empire trade route, which is the green ones, and all that other stuff. Oh god, there's so much. It's so pretty, but I don't understand a thing of it. So right now, where we're going over to Iran, I believe. No, we're not going to Iran. We're going to, if I can find it on the map here, Dahan. We're going to deliver something to Dahan, which is this place here. Now the map does change relative to where you're looking. So right now, if I'm looking at Dahan, it puts this on the flat plane here, as our Bootis is still down there. So right now, Dahan is where we're going, because that is where our quest asks us to go. If I go out of this menu here, if I go exit, I'll show you guys that right now. So if I go over to missions, cargo run, it says I have 4 hours, or 5 hours, 50 minutes, and 58 seconds to do this. he wants me to do a cargo run of shipment to of Hell's static furnaces to the Dahan gateway in Dahan. He'll be repeated upon our return. So basically, we have to go to the system Dahan, the starport Dahan gateway. That shouldn't be too bad for me to do. I've gotten used to flying, kind of, so we'll see how this goes for me. So Dahan is locked in as a navigational place, so let's go return to surface here, and this looks absolutely cool. So we're onto an elevator, and now we're going back up to the main. Now you don't have to go down there to access everything. You still access stuff here, as you can clearly see. But I just want to go down to the hangar because I thought it looked kind of cool. I think you have to go down there if you want to add weapons and stuff to your ship. But now we can leave, so I'm going to go to launch here. It allows me to leave station. I have 5 minutes to do that. Not a big deal. We can leave that quite easily. So we have to leave on the side of the green light, which is currently the side that we're on right now. Basic, you know, road rules or space rules, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of nice that this game has that sort of economy where you have to follow certain rules. And if I didn't leave this place in time, they'd be really cranky with me, and they might restrict my docking privileges just because I didn't follow what they said. So let me go out of their range here. We'll sit down and then we'll look at where Dahan is and how to get there. So right now, if I look down here, you'll notice at the top right there, that little targeting reticule, that's basically telling me where my thing is and where I have to go. So if I go down to the left here, oh, I'm getting scanned. That's not a big deal, they just scan me to make sure I'm not holding anything notorious or anything bad like that. So there's Dahan over there. So once we get out of being mass locked, we can then engage our warp drive. So let's fly forward here a little bit more. So if you don't know what mass locking is, it's basically when you're close to... Oh, let me put in my landing gear here. When you're close to a planet, you become mass locked, which means that you're within orbit of the planet. So engaging any sort of drive would be flung off of axis just because of the planet that you're near. So once I get out of mass lock, I'll be able to engage my drive here and fly towards Dahan as fast as possible. So we'll just continue going forward here until we leave. It might take a little while here. We're left at no fire zone, which is good, and we're still mass locked right now. Let's go to our map here and see if we can actually... Okay, we're no longer mass locked. Nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do, go over here, go navigation. If I go Dahan. Okay, I can't access Dahan right now. Not from here anyway. So if I go to Dahan, which is here, I should be able to go navigation. I can't jump there directly, I don't think. So how would I get to Dahan from where I am? I'd have to go to Iran, I believe. So let's set our location to Iran, and then I'll head there that way, and then I'll jump back up. So out of the map here, let's set our location to Iran, see if we can jump straight there. So we'll lock, engage hyperdrive, jumping to Iran, which is just up here. No biggie. We could fly directly to Dahan if we really wanted to, but I figured I'd show you guys just me flying around first before actually getting directly there. So engaging hyperdrive, throttle up to engage. Let's go, baby. I have to admit, this sort of screen going to this hyperdrive thing looks so damn cool when it happens. And boom. How's that not cool? Seriously, like it's so pretty and so awesome. Like the sound of your ship as well is one amazing thing. Like when you're oh, fucking Jesus. Okay, we're not gonna impact. You silly little thing. We're just flying by right now. Okay, let's set our Dahan as our location. Oops, go down here. For whatever reason, my shift key doesn't hold down for long enough, and it's slightly annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we're charging our drive to go to Dahan, which is currently right behind us, but no big deal. Our ship should redirect ourselves in that direction, unless I can turn there quick enough, but I don't think I will. So Dahan. Oh no, we hit the line anyway, so. Not like that was a big deal. So there we go, we're now going towards Dahan to deliver our quest that we have to do. Our fuel's getting a little low on that side over there, but that's not too big of a deal. Courage effect system. Oh, that's nice. You can't actually access your system stuff when you're in this state. And yet again, we're here. Let's drop out and see where our places that we have to go to. So we have to go to Dahan. There's a place called Dahan's Gateway. That there. Locked destination. Locked. And now if we fly towards it, should be able to deliver our cargo and hopefully get some fuel whilst we're there, because that should give us a bit of money as well. So it's over this way. Now you notice the screen looks a little bit weird. You see those lines up the side there? That means we're still in a Supercruise type state, which means I can leave it when I get close enough to it. I'm still a bit finicky with how this works. It's meant to be the C button, but apparently C doesn't work for me, so I had to press J, and J is meant to be your hyperdrive, so there's a little bit of confusion there with that, but I think this should be okay. Once I get close enough, we shouldn't have too much of a problem here. So we'll fly a little bit quicker if we wanted to, but we're kind of told down the bottom left there what speed we should be going at. And also on our speed meter down the bottom, down here, on the right side. Basically sticking to the blue is what they want you to do, but obviously I'm going a little bit too fast for that, so I'm going to try to slow down here first. Dahan Gateway, 60 light seconds away. And so once we line ourselves up with it, we should be okay. Like I said, I'm not too sure how this really works. It says I can disengage my drive when I get there. I'm not too sure how to do that. Maybe if I slow myself down. But the thing is, you can't slow yourself down too much, because, well, because your ship won't stop when you're in this state. Obviously, because you're constantly moving, you can't be in hyperstate, hypercruise or whatever, and not be moving. That doesn't make any sense. So once I get close enough, I'll try to see if I can disengage my drive. Maybe it's over here somewhere. Faction, cruise mode. Oh, there we go. We're in, well, maybe if we get out of cruise mode, we might be a little bit better. But I'm pretty sure I can just press C when I get close enough, and that'll just turn it off for me. So once you get close enough, you should be okay. So this game is quite fun. Like I said, it's a bit of a steep learning curve, but I think once you get used to that, you should be okay with it. How far away are we now? About 9 seconds or so away. 8, 7. Well, sorry, that I guess it's 7 in a few seconds. 7, 6, and yeah, basically that's how this game plays out. So once I get close enough, I should be able to disengage my drive, and we should be fine. Should. I say should, as if I'm expecting it to work the first time. It might not, it probably won't, but oh well. So 3 light seconds away. We better slow down our speed here slightly before the game gets all cranky at us for speeding. Don't know if you can really speed in space, but basically if you're going too fast, you can either collide into it, even though I'm pretty sure your system or your ship engages its emergency type systems. So right now I think I actually have to fly past this planet to get to the gateway, so I'll continue doing that. I'll actually just fly past here. I didn't realize it was actually on the other side of the planet. Unidentified signal source. Now you can stop for them. A lot of the times they'll be pirates. At least the one time I encountered it, which is when I died, it was actually a pirate. So I didn't really want to go there and worry about it. Now, like I said, in this hyperspace scenario that I'm in, things do look a little bit lower res. I believe that's just because we're in like fast travel. So obviously the ship's asking us to slow down as we're getting close to Dahan now, or the gateway, sorry, which is meant to be. Where is it? I can't actually see it. Somewhere along here, I believe. That's Smithy's clam or claim? Claim. Not Smithy's clam. That wouldn't have made much sense. So once we get close enough, we'll slow down to the speed it wants us to go, and then we should be able to jump out, like I said, once we're close enough. I think the proximity is just because I'm getting close to that, and it doesn't like that. But oh well. No biggie. Okay, so where is this place? We're almost down to a few thousand kilometers. There we go. So like I said, once our distance is close and our speed is good, it'll let us drop out of the thing. So let's line ourselves up just a little bit better here with this. Can't actually see it though, which is a little weird. So our speed is in the right area. Our distance is still a little far off. We have to be within 1k. I think we can drop out whenever we wanted, really, but I think dropping out about 1k away, you should be perfectly okay. So now we're driving about the speed of a car, actually. 60 kilometers. Oh, well, not kilometers a second. Whoops. Definitely not the speed of a car. I'm an idiot. I just saw 60 kilometers and I'm thinking, oh, that's the speed of a car. No, it isn't, Brad. Okay, we're coming up a little better now. And that speed is definitely within the safe zone, so we'll be okay with that. I just hope I can drop out right here, because the last few times I've tried doing this, I've done it wrong. Not at this specific place, but just dropping out of this hypercruise thing hasn't really worked out well for me. So it was meant to be C, but I'm guessing it's J now. But, oh come on, is this thing really outpacing us? I can't even see what it is. Okay, we're still catching up to it. Okay. Safe disengage ready. See, this is what I mean now. Oh no, there we go, destination lock engaged. Was that it? I think that was it. It was actually J that time, that actually worked for me. So, it'll shut around a bit whilst it tries to get us into the right place, in this certain galaxy or whatnot, and then we should be Dahan's Gateway. See? Told you so. Oh, nice, at least that worked out nice for us the first time. So don't look like a complete idiot when trying to do this stuff. So if we set it as our lock, it should already be set. But it should come up, unlock, lock. Okay, so when we get close enough, it should stop displaying a planet and actually display the entranceway to this place. We can actually get inside the thing. Not sure which side is on, that's why I'm slightly confused. Oh, there we go. It is, what side is it on? I'm guessing it's on the side I'm currently facing away from. At least it seems to be that way, because the little cube thing down the bottom normally shows where the door is, and on the side that's not spinning, which is to the far left of the screen, doesn't seem to have a door there, so I'm not going to worry about that side. But I'm just going to go over here and request landing once we get close enough to it. And that should be our first ever quest, or if you want to call it a quest, or mission, or contract. That'll be your first ever contract ever done, which would be awesome. So we'll fly around and we'll get inside. Yeah, I see the advertising things out the front there. Nice. Is that advertisement thing, or is that actually ships? I think that might actually be ships out the front. Oh well. Now, like I said, there is pirates. They can kill you. I was going to say hunt you down and kill you, but they can actually do that, which is kind of cool. I think there's actually a ship there really close. No fire zone entered. Yes, okay, now that we're close enough, we should request docking here. So let's go to our... we have to go over here and go to our contacts. So we go Dahan and go request docking. And docking request granted. We have 10 minutes to get inside dock. So there's another ship going in first, I think. So what we'll do is we'll just come around here, kill our engines, turn off assist so we can kind of just drift around. Actually, don't turn off assist, that's stupid. But we'll just fly in the normal way. So which entrance do we have to use? The one on the side over here. Let's slow down first. Slow down and go up and then in. Like so. And what's our pad number 14? So we find number 14. Number 14 is the far side over here. So we'll fly in and then we can dock and then we should be okay. Now, once you're inside the ship, you might notice that the ship's no longer spinning, at least the station isn't. That's because we're inside its kind of, not so much gravitational field, but we're more so just inside its like pool type area, so we're kind of drifting alongside. I think that's something to do with like the calculations of the ship. So what we'll do is we'll go with our landing gear here. We'll slow down. And then what we'll do is we'll get a little bit lower, and once we do, it should give us this little docking thing. It'll let us line up our ship so we know when exactly we've lined up to dock. So there's done, and then now we just got to go down basically. Oops, add a little bit. There we go. A little more. Oops. I'm still getting used to this. Like I had it fine just a second ago, but I was being a little bit touchy to show you guys going back and forth on it. And then once you get low enough, it's quite easy, just gotta go down, and then they dock you. So there you go, that's done. Let's go to Starport Services. I think that's the way we were meant to do it, to hand in our quest. Welcome to Dahan. So, if we go to contacts here, not Pilots Federation, who do I hand the quest into actually? Commodities Market. I don't think that would be what I have to do. Okay, let's see who I actually have to do this to. So if I go out of this, if I go exit here, go over to this, and we'll see our it's not sub-targets, not cargo missions, cargo run. Would you like to deliver shipment to our depot at the gateway? Well, it says starport here, so we are actually here. I guess we either just sell it, or let's see what this says over here. I don't want to jettison it. No, God no. That's definitely not what I want to do. So it seems like I can't really do much with it, not in this menu anyway, so maybe I'll just have to sell it. So I'll go back to Starport Systems. Maybe it has something to do with the bulletin board, maybe. So we go... I was thinking contacts, because let's parts federation. No criminal record. No outstanding fines, no bounty vouchers, or whatever they mean. Bulletin board, okay. Oh wow, there's quite a, maybe it's these. Source need batch 3 of them, I'll pay... No, that seems like a different quest. Oh no, deliver cargo, there we go. Nice, okay, and now if we give cargo, please wait. I don't know if we get our payment yet, I think we actually have to fly back to Booties to receive our payment. But what we can do is we can do another quest, like cargo transport. We can take this stuff here. It'll only... Oh no, the reward will be quite a high amount. And it seems like we can actually make it there. So that's trade out. So that'll give us a little bit more money if we go there, and then we'll have to head back here as well. But since that's on our way, we might as well do that. So we got please wait. Now what we want to do is definitely fill up on our fuel before we leave here. Oh no, we did get money. We got balance. Yes. We are rich-ish. And then we can just buy fuel to fill up completely. Okay, nice. I might go do that. Health's still good. We're okay. So our quest right now, my bobblehead's going like crazy. You see him down there? Look at that. Okay, so cargo run to Azerbaijan City, which is where you start out actually, which is kind of cool. It's actually, it looks almost identical to this place actually. But what we want to do is we want to navigate to... Alright, there we go. Lock destination. And then we can just fly there now that we have full fuel and everything, which I think is kind of cool. So we'll do that now. We'll go deliver that. I don't think I need to deliver the other quest. I think you get money for just actually giving it to them. So I wonder if there's any other quests here we can do delivery-wise. I don't know if we have the cargo space or capacity to do that, but we can just have a look anyway. Someone's gold, freelance, mil-spec work, military spec, that's too far away jump distance wise. Now I think you can upgrade your engines and whatnot, which is why it's saying the jump distance was too far away. What's this do? Proactive combat. Ongoing military dispute in the Dahan and Iran systems. Seems like someone's willing to pay to gain the extra edge. Only that much for risking my ship? Yeah, no thank you. I'd rather just stick with trading for now. So obviously that was an easy way for me to make money. And it's not bad, you know. So we'll go launch. It'll spin us around here. Obviously going inside the hangar would do that for us automatically, but just doing it like this is a little easier. So go here, rotate around, get out, and we'll start going forward here. So yeah, a very enjoyable game. If you're into space sims, and I think playing this with your friends would be a lot more enjoyable as well, that we can get sort of convoys going and all that, which I think would be really, really cool if you do actually get that working. So we'll exit out of here. As you notice here, it starts spinning now that we actually exit out of it. So what we'll do is we'll continue flying here, we'll get rid of our landing gear, which is retracted now, and now we just have to fly around to a lane. I don't know what it's actually called. I'm just going to call it a lane. It's easy for me to say. Which is over in that general direction. Pardon me. It's Aranin, or Aranin. I don't know how you really say that. So once we get out of the... Oh, scanning again. They always do that. Once you enter a system, or even just hang around the system, they'll scan you just to make sure you're not doing anything crazy, or you're not carrying anything bad. So what we'll do is we'll speed up here a little, so we exit the mass lock. I think the planet there might be causing a little bit of problem here. but because we can't, yeah, see, frame shift cancelled, master locked. So what we'll do is we'll wait a little until we get out of the master lock, which we're out of it now. Engaging the... Here we go. Let's jump to around ahead in this quest, and then I think I might end the video after that, because that's gone on for long enough. I think gives you guys a basic display of how the game functions. Haven't really showed you much of the combat. It's kind of basic. It's just flying around and you have your guns. Well, that's all it really is to it. If you're into the space dog fighting, you might enjoy it. I'm not one for it, so it's not really a thing for me. But I do love jumping though. It's so pretty. I wonder if we'll get interrupted. I don't think we will. Whoa, there we go. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go to the system. So where is Asban City, lock destination? We are good, and that is this way, which is a few light years away. So what we can do is we can just fly towards it like this, and we'll get there when we get there. So that's the basics of navigation. So it puts you into this kind of like, I'm not going to say overworld type view. It's almost like a map view, but it's not a map view. It's like it is right now. You're still flying around your ship, just that you're going a lot faster than normal, so everything is a lot smaller display. So the planets you can fly up to, and then there'll be like a little teeny bead, just because that's how it looks like when you're flying around at the speeds. Just to make it a little bit easier, it doesn't have to worry about loading any massive details until you actually drop out of the hyperdrive, and that's when it does that sort of loading. I think they meant to streamline loading a little further on in the game's development, because I did see you be able to explore everything, even go drop into atmosphere of planets without any loading time. So I think that'd be really, really cool to actually see done. So what we'll do is we'll slow down here massively. We might overshoot it. Oh, we're gonna overshoot it because I was. So that's a weird thing. You can. Oh, something's happening. So I think someone was actually scanning us then. Interdiction detected. Don't tell me someone's actually scanned me. Now, it could be federal people, or it could be a bad person. I have to wait to see the comms to see what they're actually going to say here. Oh, fuck. Please don't hurt me. Hang on, let's go hostile. No hostiles in range. Why are they here then? Nope. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What happened then? I just got hit once and suddenly dead. You meant to have shields and everything online, but I think they actually collided with me and killed me, even though it said no hostiles detected. Well, that kind of sucks. So we can just go with a free sidewinder. That happens every single time you die, so I guess this is an alright demonstration of what happens at the end. Anyway. So your pilot's insurance allows you to rebuy your old ship loadout at a reduced cost, or you can take a basic sidewinder for free. Since I already had basic sidewinder, and the old weapons didn't really matter because they give it to you anyway, don't go with the old loadout unless you have yourself a custom ship with custom weapons. If you're only just starting out the game and you die, just go with the free one. It saves you money, you don't lose money, and then you keep your balance. So if I just go free sidewinder and go confirm your choice for a free sidewinder, that should put us back in the game and we should be perfectly okay to continue. Now this is only solo play. I don't know if it's the same for multiplayer. If something worse off happens in multiplayer, I'm not entirely too sure. I haven't played multiplayer yet because I feel I'm not ready for it. Clearly that was an example of either something hitting me and blowing me, because I went spinning out of control. Normally when you're under fire, that doesn't happen. That only happens if it detects some sort of weird collision. We're in the city here, actually. We're in Asban City. I wonder if we can sell stuff since we're here. Unless it's just put us back to being neutral. If we go Ballston Wood, I wonder if that'll work for us. Oh, yep. Give cargo. Do we not have cargo? Oh, don't tell me the cargo's gone now because of that. Hang on. Where is it? Let's exit here. What's in our cargo? Nothing in that cargo. Ah, crap. So our cargo actually does disappear when we die. Guess that's to be expected, so we can't really do the quest unless we actually decline the quest somehow. I can't really do that here because we don't have the item anymore. Unless I was to buy it and then sell it to them, that might work, but since I can't, since I don't have it anyway, not even going to worry about it. It was synthetic fabrics, one of them. which they're going to pay me a bit for. I wonder if they're actually available here. It probably wouldn't be, considering they're trying to buy it and they're willing to transport it so far to get it. Let's see if it is actually here. Synthetic, 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 synthetic. Nope, it isn't here. Oh well. That's it for Elite Dangerous. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I don't think I'll be doing more videos on this. Maybe I will the further it gets in development. I might be able to show off new ships, new features and stuff. But I might be playing this with my friends, so that should be kind of fun. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, liked the game, go check it out yourself. I'll be putting a link in the description down below. But yet again, thank you guys for watching, and stay awesome.